Is the United States ready for World War III? You might think it's a far-fetched question, but given the current global tensions, it's worth exploring. Are the signs pointing toward a looming conflict? How are international relations playing out in this high-stakes chess game? We'll be delving into the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, historical precedents, official statements, and the potential implications of a global conflict. We'll also examine the role of technology, economics, nuclear weapons, alliances, and leadership. So brace yourself as we delve into the complex world of geopolitics and international relations. Our journey begins with the ongoing Russian-Ukrainian conflict, a tense standoff that has the world on edge. This discord traces its roots back to the dissolution of the Soviet Union in the early 90s. Ukraine, once a crucial part of the Soviet Union, declared independence, causing friction with its powerful neighbor Russia. Over the years, this tension has escalated, culminating in Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, an action widely condemned by the international community. Fast forward to today, we find ourselves amidst a situation where the Russian military presence on Ukraine's borders has sparked serious concerns. Countries around the globe, especially the United States, are closely watching this geopolitical chess game. The US, with its strategic alliances and commitments, finds itself in a delicate position, balancing its role as a global peacekeeper while ensuring its own national security. As the conflict continues, the world watches, wondering if this could be the spark that ignites World War III. To understand the potential for World War III, we must look back at the historical precedents. Delving into the annals of history, we find ourselves in the tumultuous times of the early 20th century. Global conflicts such as World War I and II were not spontaneous events. They were the culmination of escalating tensions, political maneuvering, and failed diplomacy. World War I, for instance, was sparked by a complex web of alliances and a single assassination. Then we saw World War II emerge as a result of unresolved grievances from the First War, coupled with aggressive expansionism and ideologies of racial superiority. In the context of today, we see similar patterns. Global tensions are on the rise, alliances are being tested, and ideological divides are widening. It's important to remember, though, that history doesn't have to repeat itself. It provides us with lessons, warnings, and opportunities for prevention. History can often be a guide to the future, and the echoes of the past are becoming increasingly loud. Words matter, especially when they come from world leaders. In this precarious global climate, official statements carry a weight that can tip the scale towards peace or war. Let's consider some remarks that have stirred the waters recently. Russia's president has been vocal about his nation's readiness for any eventuality, while the United States president has reiterated the commitment to peace, yet preparedness for conflict. This echoes the sentiments of leaders from European nations, Asian powerhouses, and even smaller countries caught in the crossfire. These words, laden with implications, paint a picture of a world bracing for potential conflict, yet hoping for diplomatic resolution. The language used, the tone adopted, all suggest a heightened sense of urgency, a readiness to defend and a reluctance to back down. Yet, amidst the escalating rhetoric, there is a persistent call for dialogue, for diplomacy, for peaceful resolutions. The rhetoric is escalating, but is the world truly on the brink of another global conflict, or can diplomacy prevail? The question remains, is the United States, or indeed the world, ready for World War III? We've traversed the rocky terrains of the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, delved into historical precedents, and dissected official statements. We've also weighed the implications of technology, economics, nuclear weapons, alliances, and leadership. Yet it all circles back to the crucial role of diplomacy and prevention. As we ponder these complex issues, remember this: only time will tell if the lessons of history will be heeded, or if the world is destined to repeat its darkest days.